Good afternoon. Welcome to your weather report. My name is Mr. G, your meteorologist. Thank you for joining me today here on Elite Weather. It is your Tuesday, just past the noon hour right now, and I have a weather forecast for you guys today as we're going to be talking about the heavy rain in California in particular as the atmospheric river has been well underway. We've seen lots of dramatic video of the flooding in California, of the high winds, and a lot of the destruction that's going on. It's amazing the images coming out of Southern California right now. And we still have heavy rain falling across California. And the rain has begun to move into Arizona and to parts of the Southern Rockies as well. We're seeing some snow across the Rockies as this very powerful storm begins to make its way into the Southern Plains. Our city of the day is San Diego, California, where that heavy rain is currently falling as well. So we're seeing the heavy rain. It's so cool to see the wildlife right in the video. We got downtown San Diego back there in the background, right there in the San Diego harbor. And check out the seagulls out there doing their thing. It was pretty cool to see that. Very nice video for you guys today. So let's go on to our radar and take a closer look at the storm affecting California right now. Okay, so as we zoom in on the radar and talk about that storm across California right now, we are still seeing that heavy rain falling across Southern California for the second consecutive day in a row. Los Angeles have picked up about 6 or 7 inches of rain in the city of Los Angeles. Some areas in the foothills and in the local area has picked up as much as 12 inches of rain. So a lot of rain has fallen over the last couple of days here across Southern California. As you can see on this map right here, you can still see that rain coming on shore off over the water there. So we're still seeing heavy rain falling across, especially closer down here between San Diego and Orange County. So this is about Irvine, San Clemente, Oceanside area where we're seeing this current fetch of heavy rain coming on shore. So we're going to be seeing that continue this afternoon. More showery weather to the north and west through Los Angeles County, Ventura, and into Santa Barbara County, where we're seeing more showery type weather. But that heavy rain is going to continue, where we're going to still get to pick up to another 3 additional inches of rain down here across Southern California. We're now seeing that rain moving into Arizona and Phoenix, Tucson area. We're seeing that rain affect that area, and we're starting to see snow up above the Mogollon Rim along I-40. Now here we are over Arizona as we take a look at the leading edge of that rain and snow that's currently moving across the southwestern deserts, where we're seeing a band of rain coming up into Tucson, into the Phoenix area, and we're also seeing some heavy snow up above the Mogollon Rim. So Show Low, Pine Top, those areas, Kingman, Arizona, we're seeing that heavy snow up along I-40 there and over into New Mexico as well, where we're seeing some rain in the deserts down to the south, but snow up above the rim, and in northern New Mexico where we're seeing that heavy snow along I-25 and I-40. So now we're going to jump over to Florida and take a look at what's going on across the Florida Peninsula and there over the Florida Straits, where we have showers and thunderstorms right now, where there's an area of low pressure moving out to sea, but we saw those storms that produce tornadoes down across South Florida, and we also had a tornado up in the Jacksonville area as well over the last couple of days, and we're starting to see those showers and storms move away from the Florida mainland, headed from the north down to the south. But if you're in Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale, maybe Miami, you can see a shower along the coast, a shower or a thunderstorm along the I-95 corridor along the coast later this afternoon. So be watchful for that as some of those showers move a little bit closer to South Florida. So for the most part, it's going to be mainly dry with an isolated shower or thunderstorm possible this afternoon. but no severe weather is expected across the Sunshine State today. Okay, so we have a little bit of wet weather to talk about across parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin and the upper peninsula of Michigan near Lake Superior, where we have some snow showers over across the upper peninsula in northern Wisconsin, but we're seeing rain down here through Minnesota, which is very unusual for this time of the year, where those temperatures are in the mid 50s right now. So we're having that much above heat continue, that warmth heat, I shouldn't call it heat, but that above average warmth is going to continue across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes today, tomorrow, and again on Thursday, where we're going to be seeing those temperatures be as much as 20 to 30 degrees above average across the upper Midwest. Alright, so now it's time to cruise along through the weather forecast and take a look at our maps. Here is that storm system across California right now that's bringing that heavy rain to Southern California and into parts of central and southern Arizona as well, as we see that heavy rain coming into Tucson, and then we have another band of showers and thunderstorms here coming into the Phoenix area and into Flagstaff, and you see above the rim it's changing over to snow, so about 4,000 or 5,000 feet. That rain is converting over to snow, and that's where we're seeing snow up above the 5,000 foot range there across the desert Southwest. And that heavy rain is continuing over Southern California as well, with the heaviest rain near the San Diego area, but we still see a lot of showers here into Orange and LA County, as well as into Ventura and Santa Barbara County as well. So we're going to continue that rainy pattern this afternoon and into the evening hours today. So as we take a look at our next map, this is the rainfall totals that we've seen so far with this current storm system across the Los Angeles area. And we have seen about 8 inches of 7.5 inches of rain near downtown Los Angeles. We've seen about 12 inches of rain there in the Sepulveda Pass or in the Santa Monica Mountains. And we have seen as much as 11 inches of rain there in the foothills. So if you look in the foothills here of the San Gabriel Mountains, we picked up a good 11.5, almost 12 inches of rain. So that heavy rain is continuing to fall here across Southern California right now, where we've seen that dramatic images of the flooding, the mudslides. We have about 80,000 customers without power right now across the state of California because of the floods and the high winds, where wind gusts have been as high as 99, nearly 100 miles per hour. So hurricane force winds has also been attributed to this storm system as well. So here is a look. Is my new camera acting silly? Okay, so here is a look at the flood alerts across the Southwest right now, where we have that heavy rain has caused lots of floods down here across Southern California, and as well as through southwestern Arizona, where we're seeing that flood threat continue. So we do have a flood warning, a flash flood warning across Southern California and southern Arizona as well. So here is that flash flood threat for the Southwest for Tuesday and Wednesday. We have that likelihood where we're going to continue to see flash flooding across Southern California and across Arizona as well. If you're in Tucson, southeastern Arizona, you have a possibility of getting enough rainfall that we're going to see some flash flooding in that region as well. So we probably will more than likely see some flooding through like the Pantano Wash or the Relito River down there across southern Arizona. Here is a look at the snow across the Rockies, and we're going to be seeing heavy snow through the Rockies as well, through Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, as well as through parts of Idaho, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico, and California as well. In the Sierra Nevada, we're going to be seeing that heavy snow, and we're going to be talking about some folks picking up as much as 4 feet of snow across the Rockies as this storm makes its way um, across the southwestern deserts and heads out into the plain states. So here we are. We're going to see another danger with this storm system is the risk for avalanches, because we've seen so much snow over the last week or two. We've seen lots of storms come through and dump feet of snow across the Rockies. So we have an avalanche warning in place now through parts of Colorado and into Utah as well, where we have an avalanche potential in those areas. So again, be very careful with things out there. So here is a look at the weather forecast for your midweek period here across the Rockies and across the West, where we're going to be seeing a lot of snow. And we're going to be seeing snow down through from Flagstaff for the next 3 days. So we're going to be seeing heavy snow in Flagstaff. We're going to see that snow continue for Aspen, Colorado, and the Denver area. And we're going to be seeing that snow continue for Great Falls, Montana, down through Wyoming, as in Utah as well. We're going to be seeing that heavy snow last throughout the remainder of the work week. So, we've been talking about the rain out west, but how about the unprecedented warmth across the Midwest? So, the one place where this abnormal warmth have been the most prominent has been across Minnesota. And here in the Twin Cities, we have seen, should have high temperatures right now in the upper 20s. We are currently in the mid-50s. So we are looking at highs right now, temperatures in the 50s across the Twin Cities with rain in the area. So we're going to be seeing rain showers, even the potential for thunderstorms later on this month as we have that warmth that's going to continue. There will be a period where we might pick up some snow toward the end of the month according to the models, but we'll have to see if that holds. If you are a snow lover, don't hold on to that, but we'll see how it works out as it gets closer. But the long-range models is showing the potential for some snow across Minnesota about the 20th, the 22nd or so of the month of February. But those things constantly change, so we'll have to see at that as we can possibly get some colder air from the northwest to come through and drop our temperatures, and a storm system to come through as well that could bring in a little bit of snow across the upper Midwest. But I think right now at this point it's kind of a bit too late, that we're not going to make up any snow. If it snowed 1 inch of snow every day for the remainder of the winter, we're not going to make up that snowfall deficit that we're at right now, okay? So we're looking at those temperatures through the mid to upper 50s, the low to mid 50s across much of the upper Midwest, and some areas in the upper 40s to lower 50s as well. So that would include Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, North, South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, the entire upper Midwest, and the high plains. So western Montana, eastern Montana, eastern Wyoming, that will also count those areas as well, as we have been well above average. So it's feeling more like April right now here across Minnesota with our highs in the 50s. Our current temperatures is in the 50s right here in Minneapolis. So Fargo, North Dakota, you're down at 45, which is not bad for this time of the year. We're looking at 50 across Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Temperature of 52 degrees right now. So this is more like early April. These are late March, early April temperatures that we've been enjoying here over the last couple of days. So where we were at a year ago we weren't too bad as far as the temperature is concerned. We were still a good 10 degrees above average last year at this time at 36. This year we're at 52. Our average high is 26 degrees for this time of the year in February. So, too warm for snow to stick around. So if you had snow on the ground, it's probably all melted or melted away significantly if you had any appreciable amount of snow. But we don't have any snow on the ground. It is well into the month of February, and we don't have any snow on the ground in Minneapolis. How is that even possible? But it's not the first time that it's happened. You know, it's the first time I've lived here for 20 years now. This is the first time for me that I've not seen snow on the ground through the entire winter. We had a little bit of snow in December. We've had more snow in December than we had through the month of January. We had 4.4 inches of snow in early December. It hasn't snowed here since Christmas. So, yeah, that warmer than average and drier than average. Not even rain. We're going to be getting some rain today and tomorrow, and then those temperatures will go down into the 30s. Still be slightly above freezing, but still well above average. Still gonna, even though the temperature's gonna go down, it's still gonna remain above average. It's just wow. So here we are as we take a look at our high temperature that we have seen this year. Well, how many days have we been at least 10 degrees above average? So far, we've been 12 degrees above, 12 days where we have been at least 10 degrees above average since the start of the new year. We have seen 4 degrees, I can't talk. We have seen 4 days where we have been at least 20 degrees above average since the start of the new year here in Minneapolis. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. So here we are to talk about our record highs for the year to date. We've had 2 record highs. Back in January 29th, we've had a high of 50. And on January 31st, we had a high of 55 degrees, which is a new record. And we've had 2 so far, and we're probably going to make some more this week. So here is where we are as far as the temperature forecast for this week. So we are going to be looking at a high of 52 today, 53 tomorrow, 52 on Thursday. But if you look at Thursday and Friday and Saturday will drop down into the 30s. Remember, the average is still 26, 37, 33. It's still well above average. I mean, 37 is still 11 above. Wow, it's just unbelievable. 33 is still a little bit too warm for any significant snow. 33, you can get snow and a rain mix. You can get a mix, but you're not going to get any heavy snow with temperatures like that in the daytime. Bismarck, North Dakota has also enjoyed a winter where things have been abnormally above average and warm for the winter. And we have seen those temperatures in the 40s and 30s here across the parts of the North Dakota here, where their average for North Dakota is 25 degrees for this time of the year. Still going to remain above average, even though those temperatures are going to drop by the time we hit the weekend. We're going to see those temperatures drop into the lower 30s, but still going to be above average. So temperature departures for the next 3 days for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Look at the entire Midwest. The entire Midwest and the Northeast are going to be looking at temperatures well above average for the next 3 days. Those departure from averages will be quite high, or many of you will be at least 10 to 15 degrees above average, and some of you as much as 20 to 30 degrees above average for this time of the year. So here's that temperature comparison for Bismarck, North Dakota. Now, a year ago, today, they had a high of 39. Today, they have a high of 44. The average, again, is 25 degrees. So almost 20 degrees above average today. 39 is still significantly above average, and even better on this one. And remember, last winter, this time, we were in the throes of a very strong La Nina. We had a strong La Nina. This is a very strong El Nino, probably going to go in the record books as one of the strongest El Ninos ever, even though the forecast models predict that the El Nino is going to begin to break sometime in May. So we're going to lose the El Nino. It's going to just collapse on us. So it's showing signs that it's going to weaken maybe about April or May. But it's still, going strong. The sea surface temperatures down in the eastern Pacific, off the coast of Peru and Ecuador, right now are about 6, maybe 7 degrees Celsius above average. So we have well above average sea surface temperatures across the eastern Pacific right now. Also known as the Nino 3.4. So we have those warmer than average, and we're going to be seeing those potential for record highs all across the upper Midwest, around Minnesota, Wisconsin. We're going to be seeing it around Indiana. We're going to see it in Michigan, Ohio, into New York, Pennsylvania, down through Maryland, all the way up into Massachusetts, where we're going to see the potential for record highs throughout the next 7 days. So that's going to be beautiful. It's going to melt a lot of snow in places that did pick up some snow, but you don't have a lot of snow on the ground. It's kind of sad right now. So here's our surface and map for the country right now. We have that light rain up here across the upper Midwest here in Minnesota. We're going to be seeing those light showers today and tomorrow, but we're not expecting any snow. It's going to stay above average. Even in the overnight hours, we're going to see those temperatures remain above freezing with that cloud cover out there in that rain. So it's going to remain warm enough for rain even at night. We're going to see those showers and thunderstorms along the Florida coast, but they're going to be mainly out to sea, but they might brush the South Florida coastline on the Miami and Fort Lauderdale side later today, as those showers are driving from the north down to the south and moving slightly southwest, so they may brush South Florida. And we have our powerful storm out on the west coast with that heavy rain throughout the west. We're also looking at the heavy snow throughout the Intermountain West, the Rockies, and so a major snowfall, major rainfall in California and down across southern Arizona, where we're seeing as much as we're seeing about a year's worth of rainfall in some locations in 2 days. So it's been pretty phenomenal, this storm system that we're seeing and how it's affecting, how this El Nino is affecting the weather across the country. Here's our current temperatures across America right now. As we look at our temperatures here, we're seeing those temperatures well above average out there. So that's pretty interesting. Here is the current satellite. I'm going to stand over here where there's more clouds from the middle of the country towards the west coast, and this is our big complex storm system, multi low pressure storm systems that's moving across the Rockies, and we have a weaker storm system up across the north that's going to be bringing some rain into the upper Midwest and in the Great Lakes as we go through time here over the next couple of days as well. So now those warmer than average temperatures will continue. This lack of snow will continue, and that abnormal warmth will continue as well. So, is that it? I guess that's it. Alright, so that's the end of the weather forecast today, everybody. My name is Mr. G. Thank you for watching me today. Leave your likes, comments. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. I can use the help over there. And follow me on TikTok. And TikTok's been just humming along, just slowly but surely, and I appreciate the engagement, the comments, the likes, and everything everybody's been leaving. Keep that going, and I will keep those weather forecasts coming for you, okay? So we're done for the day. Thanks for watching. See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.